Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days.
And the shot!
Great effort, beautifully taken.
Rice brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, that's well spotted. Quality ball. Zubimendi wins the duel this time. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is, but I still think that this fella, Kai Havertz's role, will be quite big. He initially played a little deeper before he arrived in England, but once he came to England, he tended to be played as a centre-forward, and it made it difficult for him. I mean, he wasn't attuned to that position, but now he's grown into it, and things are beginning to work.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. That has not gone well. Zubimendi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Rice. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
England yet to have an attempt on goal. First quarter of an hour gone. Rice. Rice really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It's hit the crossbar. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's a mighty effort! And he's there to belt it away. England are looking to go forward now. And here's Havertz. And it's Rice. Very nicely done. Goes for a shot! Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Bellingham to Henderson. Rice. Great vision. Short changes him with that pass. Zubimendi. Rice. To Havertz. And it's Rice. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Incapuyi. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Jordan Henderson. Rice. And they're back on the ball again for Jordan Henderson. And here's Foden. Now it's Kane. Knocks it out wide. Ødegaard. Eze. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. And it's Rice. Ødegaard. And it's Zubimendi. And here's Havertz. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Palmer. Now it's Foden. Now it's Kane. Bellingham. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Kane. Nice defending, physical and effective. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now he's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's Eze. Rice.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Kane. Rice providing an outlet on that flank. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And the action is back underway.
England really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
It's a good-looking delivery. Zubimendi. And they can counter here. Knocks it into space. Shot could be on. Threads one in. That's going to go a long way. Gabriel. Now Ødegaard. Saliba. And it's Zubimendi. Ødegaard. For Rice. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Palmer.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Spread it left. Eze. Tries a measured ball. Shot a goal! Rice gets it away. Ødegaard. Zubimendi. There's a searching pass. It's a promising position. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Palmer. Now it's Foden. Oh, super ball. There's the shot!
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And the finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out! No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Opts for safety. Gabriel. Incapuyi. And it's Rice. And here's Havertz. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking for options for movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? They've scored! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. England have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc.
Merino! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Zubimendi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Nice-looking ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's an excellent interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
James. Now that looks a decent ball. Played back in. Shoots! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I query, Peter, whether he should have been allowed to do that in the first place, but absolutely nothing wrong with the finish.
England are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
England can consider themselves just about safe now. Rice. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Jordan Henderson. Can he get on the end of this? Timber. Could move up a gear here. Bellingham. Palmer in acres of space out wide. Bellingham. Foden. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Rice. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Trossard. Oh, that's a key interception. That's the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness. And Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, there's a terrific, edgy atmosphere here. The crowd trying to lift England's spirits. Fans waving flags, everybody feeling truly positive about the day. The action has already started. Now it's Palmer. Oh, he's found support out wide. Great challenge, time to perfection. Corner given.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Tries to get it clear. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. He's got full. Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who to me is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal.
Has a shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
James. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Kane. It's a threatening ball. Eze. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Foden. Kane. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Knocks it into space. Threads one in. Havertz picks it up out wide.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Arsenal given another corner. Arsenal have their second corner now. Big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Timber. England, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Palmer.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. And it's Eze. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Trossard has played it back. Rice, and here's Havertz. Bellingham. Now it's Foden. Now it's Kane. Now Colwill. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Palmer. Plays a sharp little ball here. Great chance! Goal! England! England take the lead. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
England chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Rice. Foden was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Foden.
England really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
He's shifting through. He's having a shot! Rice. Bellingham. Foden. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zubimendi. Now Trossard. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Havertz! He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
2 added minutes has
Calm,
been
composed,
indicated.
confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the...
And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
And so we're off again. Lewis Skelly. And it's Rice. Zubimendi. For Rice. And here's Havertz. And here's Eze. Oh, that's... And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rice. Kane.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now Foden. Rice. Trossard. And the pass is intercepted. Foden. And it's Kane. Bellingham. Now it's Palmer. Knocks it out wide. And it's made its way. He's had a shot! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Havertz. Tries to play it, and the shot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after... Still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Rice. And it's Henderson. Foden. Oh, well played, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for the run. Foden. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Chance for a shot! It's Kane! Goal! England! Into the lead once more. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Substitution for England, number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Bellingham.
England go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's come to nothing.
Substitutions taking place.
England do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That is Gallagher. James has it in a wide position, flashes it across, and that's the keeper's ball.
England surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Foden. Watkins providing an outlet on that flank. Now there's a fine ball. Gallagher! Comfortable claim for the keeper. Chance here to counter. Merino. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. And it's James. Played out wide.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
James got a long way forward to join the attack. Now this could be a chance. Goes looking wide. Drives it. A header! It's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's what was needed.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Added time.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now who's going to be first to this? He has found the way through. Zubimendi. Now it's Merino. And he shoots! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! And that's that. England can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and welcome
all the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, this really is the place to be. Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium connected by EE, as it's officially known, the home, the symbol of English pride, prestige and passion. He's had a shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the...
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries to pass it through. Now it's Kane. That ball looks a good one. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's managed to get free. Nicely spread. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, super ball! And we have our very first corner. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And it's Valverde. Looking for options for movement. And he's straight offside. Pinches it off him. Valverde. Madrid were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
And it's Camavinga. Rice. England leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Out towards the flank. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Palmer, given the lift of his goal. Oh, they can break here. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. Spread neatly. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Kane. Oh, Red, nice interception. Look at the space here. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. An uncompromising challenge. England have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Valverde. Camavinga. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Kane. It's Bellingham. Bellingham charging forward, the ball at his feet. James. And here's Bellingham. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Bellingham. And he plays one through. And that has left him in a heap. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham, there's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. England really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Palmer. Asensio does well to get it back. Stones gets across to intercept that. Camavinga. Madrid have reclaimed it. Bellingham. Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession. And the shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
And that's the second half started. Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. Here's Tchouaméni. Asensio. Here's Tchouaméni. Rudiger. Bellingham.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Palmer. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Corner number 2 then. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And here's Palmer. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Bellingham. That's a lovely, neat pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's Kane! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Camavinga gets good distance on it. And it's Rice. Foden. Can he finish? And another try! Goal! Kane duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution. The attendance
The manager
for this
can make a
match
change
was
for the first time in the game here.
96,628.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
England take the lead. Well, that looks a decent ball. A lovely pass, but can he get there? No way through, so back it comes. Great chance! He would have been quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Bellingham. Tries a shot! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
England go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Substitutions taking place.
Konsa. And it's Rice. To Henderson. Camavinga. Valverde. Madrid. Nicely weighted ball, brilliantly cut out.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Rice gets into a good position. Out of play for a goal kick.
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It's a promising position, showing good feet. Henderson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's in a great position here. Konsa goes direct. Now it's Kane. That is good alertness. Rudiger concedes a free kick for that. Jordan Henderson. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rodrigo. Jordan Henderson. Out to the right. Asensio kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get onto this? Goulart picks it up out wide. England needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was...
Oh, shooting chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Looking for the run. Foden in acres of space out wide. Good read, needed to be. Howson. And Goulart. And it's Arda Goulart. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Palmer. Camavinga. And that's that. England can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they were. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, this really is the place to be, Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium connected by EE, as it's officially known, the home, the symbol of English pride, prestige and passion. Things have got underway here, and the shot! It's a sharp pass. And it's played forward. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And it's Camavinga. Brahim Diaz. That's a great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. England have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've always been a fan of this fella, Kyle Walker, who's amongst the most established fullbacks in the game, cited by so many top players as being a nightmare to face. It's very rare to see him beaten in a one-on-one situation. He just knows how to use his strength and pace to terrific effect.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Palmer. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Tchouaméni. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Foden stood up well to him there. And here's Vinicius Junior. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Kane. Foot in. No goals as yet. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Palmer with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Valverde. Bellingham driving forwards. Oh, he evidently loves the contest. Vinicius Junior. Shoots! Rice. Now it's Kane. Camavinga calmly anticipates. Now it's Foden. And here's Vinicius. Wide, back into the middle. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Threads one in. This might spell danger. Madrid are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look...
Kane! Goal, England! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the pass is intercepted. Foden engages and forces him off the ball. Tchouaméni bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
England can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, cracking ball. Valverde. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Brahim Diaz. And it's Bellingham. Oh, well played, well played. Strokes it back.
2 added minutes.
He's on it, can he get away? He's...
Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Bellingham. Valverde. Camavinga. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
England go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He is just caressing the ball. He has a look up. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Henderson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
There's the shot! He's got a goal!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
England are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind.
Big chance!
Oh, shooting chance!
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely...
Can he finish? It's in!
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vinicius Junior, Valverde. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to pass.
He's had a shot!
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Palmer. Rice. Now it's Foden. Foden gets flagged offside.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. Tchouaméni. And it's Rudiger. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. England are down to 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Howson. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for a runner. Rice in acres of space out wide. Foden. He's free. Tries a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Madrid are looking to go forward now. It'll be a throw-in. Kyle Walker. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. And he's forced to go back. Howson. And here's Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Nice control. The ball goes at chance! Harmlessly behind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Bellingham. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That is ended up in no man's land. Palmer. And it's Walker. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Rudiger. Bellingham. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bellingham. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Foden, looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Tchouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Can he get it through? Now it's Palmer. Oh, super find. Bellingham gets... And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That's a good run down the left. Great ball if he can get there. And it's made its way to him. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, this really is the place to be. Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium connected by EE, as it's officially known, the home, the symbol of English pride, prestige and passion. Kane! Marvellous goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's Kane! That had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Henderson picks it up from the goal kick. No way through. Quality ball. Played out to the right. Back into the middle. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Mbappe. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Foden tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Valverde. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That has not gone well. Bellingham. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bellingham.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pass somewhat off target. Tchouaméni. It's a really well measured ball. That's been cut out, well played. Played into space. Well, played through for the wide man. James. Rice. To Henderson. And it's Bellingham. And it's Palmer. Palmer driving forwards. Shoots! Goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Good chance! James. Vinicius Junior. Gives it back. Oh, good spread. Not the most accurate pass. Kane. Floated through. He's got away. Palmer! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next.
Vinicius Junior. And he was quick to react.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That has ended up in no man's land. Eder Militao. Rodrigo.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, that was well positioned.
Big chance! It's hit the upright. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good ball, good take. Oh, real chance! And there is the half-time whistle. Some first-half thoughts?
England certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Final whistle today.
England are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're underway again. Valverde. And here's Bellingham. And it's Valverde. And it's made its way to him. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Referee has just said play on. And here's the chance to counter. Kane. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Alexander-Arnold. No way through there. And it's Valverde. James.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Foden, now it's Kane. England with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Tries to play it through. Lovely. There's the shot! Valverde has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Kane. James. And he's intervened well there. Valverde. Oh, they could break here. And it's Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham purring through the gears. Played out to the left flank.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And this is Kane. Bellingham. Might be... Oh, shooting chance! Sensational from Kane! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. England find a position of real strength now. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Palmer providing an outlet on that flank. Now there's a fine ball. He's found a way through. Decent chance! Yes! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Kane ready to try one. Kane! Little pass back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
And he's had it nicked away. And he's worked it through. And the shot! And that has faded wide.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Nicely spread. That pass has been well intercepted. Rice. Now Foden. Spread out to the left. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Konsa calmly anticipates. Now it's Kane. Kane had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
He's picked his way through. He is through here. In by James.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He gets big. It's in. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
England are having a ball here. And that's a good ball. Picked out, is having a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He has done it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but and that will be it. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Kane, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today.
Public transportation today. Please
Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing today.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, there's a terrific, edgy atmosphere here. The crowd trying to lift England's spirits. Fans waving flags, everybody feeling truly positive about the day. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Plays it through. He's shifting, takes a shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Foden. Rodrigo. And the counter-attack is on for England. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. England leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. And it's Valverde. It's a threatening ball. Chance! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still...
Mbappe! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Madrid take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Valverde. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Kane. Now it's Foden. Valverde. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's James. And here's Foden. It's Kane! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here?
There's the shot! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. Valverde. Palmer. And it's Eze. Now it's Kane. Now it's Foden. Out towards the flank. Foden. Rudiger gets good distance on it. Foden was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Palmer! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Palmer deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Alexander-Arnold. It's Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Eze charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Eze. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Valverde, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Palmer. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's on it, can he get away? Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Kane. Kane, it's Kane! He scored! You don't keep those outs. He just knew. And we've reached half-time. England come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reached the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. Classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. Here we go again then. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. No way through, so back it comes. He's cut it out. Eze.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Kane. That has been slung wide. Alexander-Arnold. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rice.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Rodrigo. Now Eder Militao. Kane with the foul.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Tchouaméni. Nicely weighted ball. He's beat and a chance! That's a lovely, neat pass.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves...
Shot a goal! He has done it! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That is a crunching tackle.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's superb. England can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
And he's in on goal. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner.
Defending of the desperate variety. Referee's given a throw.
Tchouaméni carries the ball down the right. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Eze.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he was quick to react.
Valverde.
And here's Vinicius Junior. 75 minutes played. Now it's Palmer. Knocks it into space. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Swept in.
Courtois claims it without any fuss. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. And it's Valverde.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rodrigo. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Chance for a shot!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Kane. That's Eze. Now it's Palmer. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rice.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, he's bustling through here.
And it's Eze. And here's Foden. Strong challenge. That can leave a mark.
At a time.
Great ball, and he's in here. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Kane is onto this.
And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof!
And that's that. England have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Palmer claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Smoking is only permitted in designated areas.
So a
within these
dramatic
grounds.
game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
The action has already started. Played out wide. It's a lovely, neat pass. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Goulet.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Knocks it out wide. That's very neat. Traoré. And here's Goulet.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Clipped into space.
Valverde!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Valverde clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
England yet to have an attempt on goal.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Foden. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he shoots! Can he finish? Oh, another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
That's a good ball out wide.
Palmer. Now can he find a finish? And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Valverde. And it's Carvajal. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Fran Garcia gets good distance on it. Henderson. Spread out to the left. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. Henderson does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Big chance! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! England take the lead. the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bellingham.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That's a nicely weighted pass.
There's the shot!
It's hit the upright. Has another go!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Kane. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Carvajal, looking for the run. England leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. And here's Palmer.
There will be
Great
one
vision.
minute added time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first half thoughts?
England really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
England having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Real chance! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior.
Such good technique.
Foden. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Brahim Diaz.
Chance for a shot!
England really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And it's been played through. Now it's Foden. Oh, it's come loose. And he's chosen to go back. That is good alertness.
He's
coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Takes aim and crosses. Henderson gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. England are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Gives it back. Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of chance, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Goulet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Goulet with the short one. Hangs one. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Palmer. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking to play him in. That's the keeper's ball. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Valverde aimed beyond the defence. Now the delivery. And it's Carvajal. He's having a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Vinicius Junior has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Palmer is wide and looking to get onto this. He's found the way through. And this is Kane.
Great chance! Goal, England! Into the lead once more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Harry Kane!
Madrid making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Palmer.
Can he finish? They've scored! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's had it taken off him. Foden. And here's Vinicius Junior. He is just caressing the ball. This looks promising. Bellingham.
Decent chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Foden. England have a free kick. Jordan Henderson. Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. Tchouaméni. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. England can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Kane voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We have already started here. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Vinicius Junior. Chance, surely! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
England finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's played in. Big header! Brahim Diaz! That's brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? That has been knocked clear. England have the chance to go the other way. And it's Bellingham. And this is Kane. Nice interception, well timed. That has been cut short. Rice.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Palmer. And this is Kane. Colwill. Colwill showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And he's picked it up out wide. Palmer. Good ball, good take. Tchouaméni.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Bellingham. Can he get it? Can he finish? It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
England are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
England get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Brahim Diaz.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No, that's been intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Now it's Kane.
Foden. Cleared without complication.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he get onto this?
Goulart receives it in a wide position.
Played with finesse.
Fran Garcia puts the ball in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Carvajal.
Knocks it into space. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Kane finds himself offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Rice has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his trouble.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Tchouameni. Valverde.
Carvajal.
And it's Diaz.
Now it's Kane.
That ball looks a good one.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Gallagher did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Valverde.
Throw in.
He is through here. Played in, brilliantly cut out.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
The attendance for this match was 96,628.
Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Palmer. And here's Foden. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Goulet. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rice takes control of it and he's on the move. The less said about that pass, the better. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Mbappe to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good-looking delivery. Lovely feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now there's a fine ball. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That is a superb rearguard action.
Substitutions taking place.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. Goulet with the short one. And here's Goulet. Now this could be a chance. Goulet's cross climbs up big. Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Valverde. Now it's Mbappe! It's run loose. He's been caught napping. Cross into the box. Oh, what a class!